Oh, no.
They're all dead.
They're dead?
They're all dead.
Oh, jeez, I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. Come on up here and take your seat. That is so bad. Sit right down there. But, Nancy, you got to know something right now. Those animals did not die in vain. Let me tell you something. Nothing goes better with our crew than fresh, juicy mountain lion steaks.
It's all my fault.
No, Nancy. Okay, we can't bring back those cute dead animals. But we can bring back your father. Folks, he's the chairman and CEO of Kornhauser Industries, the largest paper, scissors, and rock conglomerate in the world. Come on out, Charles Kornhauser. Mr. Kornhauser, welcome. Not the friendliest welcome to you, though, sir.
Ah, that's all right, Dick. I'm used to that kind of response. Why don't you call me Chuck?
Okay, Chuck.
Now, lumber companies have always been painted as the bad guys.
Anyone who rapes the natural habitat is a bad guy.
Oh, Chuck, strong words, especially coming from your own daughter.
No, as a matter of fact, Dick, I feel very sorry for my daughter. As you know, her mother died when she was just a child, and I had to put Nancy into a boarding school, and she's always resented that. So now she takes out her anger toward me on my business.
Oh, come on, Father. The simple fact is that your greedy industry has destroyed millions of acres of forest land.
Oh, please, my greedy industry has employed thousands of hardworking Americans.
Yes, in fact, one of them is here tonight. Yes, sir, stand up. You have a comment.
Dick, my name's Earl Jackson, and I'm a lumberjack.
Yeah.
And I'm here to say if this woman wins this battle, I'm out of work. How can I support my wife?
And I assume your wife is watching at home.
No, she's right here. Stand up, honey.
Here I am, Dick. If my husband don't have a job, we can't have meat on the table.
He puts meat on the table?
Yeah.
Well, I think I just became a vegetarian.
We can't feed the poor little children we had together. They'll go hungry.
Exactly, Dick.
And if your children don't eat, they won't have the strength to sit on the porch and play the banjo.
That's it.
That's correct.
Okay, well, thanks for being here, Mr. and Mrs. Jackson.
Thank you.
Dick, the lumber companies are only interested in chopping down trees for a profit.
Oh, listen, we plant more trees per year than any other company in the world.
Yeah, only so you can chop them down again.
That's recycling, honey.
Oh, boy, here it goes. The age-old battle between a father and the daughter he carried and gave birth to. Look at him. We'll be right back. Hey, lumber tycoon father Chuck Kornhauser. Now, ooh, there's that reaction again. Now, Nancy, there must be some sort of compromise that you can work out with your very wealthy father.
He's no better than a common strip miner.
Oh. Now, folks, for those of you who don't know, a strip miner is a male exotic dancer who wears nothing but a G-string and a pickaxe.
You see, Dick, she makes it sound like we're the only ones responsible for destroying the forest. What about all the trees that are destroyed by the animals?
Oh, yeah, like a woodchuck can compete with a chainsaw?
You know, that does beg the question, how much wood can a woodchuck chuck? If a woodchuck could chuck wood, Chuck? Well, someone who might be able to answer that question is the foreman for Kornhauser Industries. Give him a hand. Come on out, Stone Mason. Stone, welcome to the show.
It's nice to be here, Dick.
Now, you work for Mr. Kornhauser in the Forest Division.
That's right. I'm a branch representative.
Well, I don't think I'd be going on a limb here if I said you're a good-looking Joe. You ever done any strip mining?
Strip mining, why?
Well, I mention that because looking at you, I realized the village people should have had a woodsman. Anyway, you work for Mr. Kornhauser, but you know his daughter, too.
Yes, I do.
Oh, you bet he does. Every time she stages one of her demonstrations or changes herself to a tree, Stone here is the one who has to call the cops and handle the media.
Ah, so he's a valuable employee.
Oh, he's more than that, Dick. He's like a son to me.
So he's like the son your daughter should have been.
One day, Dick, Stone Mason's going to be the president of Kornhauser Industries.
Ah.
Well, I'm flattered, sir, but I'm afraid I have a conflict of interest.
What do you mean?
We love each other, Father. We're going to be married.
Wait a minute, Stone. You mean to say you're willing to give up your entire career in my company for the love of this fanatic?
Sir, she's taught me the importance of ecology and wildlife preservation. I would sacrifice all of your forests for one little beaver.
Oh, no, people. Oh, we're pathetic. We're talking about the furry little creature.
I can't believe this. I lost my wife, my little girl, and now the son my daughter should have been. I'm a failure.
Come on, Chuck, you're not a failure. You may not have happiness, but you got millions and millions of dollars.
Dick, money can't buy the things that I really care about. My life is destroyed.
Well, now you know how the little beavers feel.
Is that true, Chuck? Do you know how they feel?
No, I hate animals. I hate them and everything they stand for. They killed your mother.
Well, if I can forgive the bear, why can't you?
Well, even if I could forgive the bear, I could never forgive myself.
Daddy, what are you talking about?
I know what he's talking about. He ate your mother.
No, but I was responsible for her death.
You know what, folks? I sense a confession about to happen. This happens on our show a lot. It's very difficult for you. I want you to take your time and you just let your feelings out.
This is the hardest thing that I've ever had to do.
Excuse me 1 second. Let me just interrupt you 1 second. Dennis, I'm thinking it's going to play great on camera 4. Okay? I'm sorry.
This is the hardest thing I've ever had.
I'm sorry. Dennis, you were right. Camera 3. You were right.
Honey, I loved your mother more than anyone else in the world. We had so much in common. We were passionate about each other. We loved the outdoors. In fact, when we were outdoors, we were even more passionate.
For you regular nightstand viewers, the word passionate means horny. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Well, your mother and I went on a camping trip. And, well, the minute we got to the campsite, your mother and I became very horny. So she slipped into a teddy and I pitched a tent.
Like any man would do.
And then your mother and I, this is the difficult part, your mom and I engaged in wild sex.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Wild sex! Please continue.
Well, then I did something that your mother always loved. I tied her spread eagle to a tree.
Oh, my God.
And just as after I finished covering her with the honey, I remembered I left the bullwhip back at the car. So I went back to get it. And while I was away, the bear came over the mountain.
The bear came over the mountain?
The bear came over the mountain.
To see what he could see?
To see what he could see.
So the bear came over the mountain to see what he could see. Please continue.
By the time I got back to the campsite, that bear had already licked all the honey off your mother. But no, he wasn't content to let it go at that. Honey, you know, your mother had never been with anybody besides me until that bear.
So the bear had your wife and ate her too.
I never knew.
Sir, that is one grisly story.
Look, Mr. Kornhauser, don't you see? Killing all those little animals to get back at that bear, it's never going to bring your wife back.
You're right. You're right, Stone. You're right. I never realized that until now. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to make an announcement.
Excuse me, Chuck, all announcements, camera 2.
I am immediately announcing the suspension of all logging in Whitaker Forest. And as for you two, you have my blessing. Welcome back.
Thank you, sir.
Look at it this way, Chuck. You're not losing a daughter. You're gaining a son you always wanted your daughter to be. A happy ending. We'll be right back with my wrap-up right after this.